is a symphony of speed and style.
If it's written in the stars.
Sure, Dumela, you're watching Top Speed on YTV.
Morali dumela ko gae gompieno Top Speed e tsere loeto e tlile go tsaya tsatsi lotlhe for airport Junction Mall for one of those series Top Speed TV go na le an Austin show e leng gore there are many people, there are cars, we are expecting a lot more to come, and for you to get to see what's happening, let's go inside for you.
The Toyota GR Yaris is a performance-oriented variant of the XP210 series Yaris Super Mini or Super Compact hatchback, in a segment commonly called the hot hatch. The vehicle is manufactured by Toyota with assistance from the company's Gazoo Racing division and being produced to meet the World Rally Championship WRC homologation rules. Despite the expense of developing a limited production performance model, Toyota CEO Akio Toyoda felt strongly that it was important for the company to still be represented at the WRC. So he authorized the development of the GR Yaris. Toyota would later say that he saw the GR Yaris as a passion project of his, stemming from a desire for the automaker to develop and build a sports car purely of its own design. Unlike the 86, jointly developed with and built by Subaru, or the GR Supra, jointly developed with BMW and built by Magna Steyr.
Actually, this is the Toyota GR, the Rally Edition. There was manufactured 190 units of this. So this basically is number 141 of 190. 141. It has, the way you see it is how it comes standard from the factory. From Japan, it's imported like this. And the only touch-ups I've done was maybe the steering wheel, the mats, and the aftermarket sound system. Yeah.
Who did the installation?
Jamming Sounds, Bojan, from from Botswana. The Jamming Sounds are the aftermarket installation. And it's a full Rockford sound system.
Now looking at the fact that this car is number 141 of the 190 made globally.
Yeah.
What does that make special? The car is very special to you.
Look, every time you jump into the car, you're going to love it. Every time. It gives you a thrill. The thrill of driving it, and it's the fact that it's manual, and you kind of enjoy it more. It's a very fun car to drive.
Interesting.
I pick it over my GTI anytime.
No, very interesting. I understand this car is powered by the 3-cylinder.
It's
1.4.
It's a 1.3 or 1.5 liter engine, 3-cylinder turbo. Yes. I think it's a very high performance engine. Yeah, pushing out from the factory 198 kilowatts, and it's all-wheel drive.
Are you the shepherd of these two cars?
Yes, I'm the owner for these two cars. My name is Imashan Deva. I'm all the way from Durban, KZN. But now my new home is Botswana. I'm proudly Botswana now. So my two cars, it's a proper car seat style cars from the townships. Found these two cars in Kabane, both of them. When I bought this car here, it was just a bare naked shell. So I built it up from scratch. Most of my parts South African. So it's very hard to source parts for these cars because it's legends and it's old school. On my MK1, it's a 1987, 1.3 4-speed. Stock standard, nothing has been done except the suspension. I put air suspension, Airlux, which is from South Africa, but Brazilian manufactured. So I'm a representative of Airlux in Botswana. So I do coilovers and air suspension in Botswana. So I'm supplying the guys. One of my main fitters are Andlis and Malcolm from Mega Tire. So those two guys do the fitments for the cars, and they help me build this car, basically, the boys. And I'm proud to own these two legends. Yeah.
Now, very briefly, the VR6.
Yes, sir. So the VR6 is a 95 model, UK spec. I bought it, not willing to buy it, but it just caught the sound of the car. It catches everyone's attention, and everyone falls in love with the speed and the sound of the car. Yeah.
The engine, is it the 2.9 or 2.8 liter?
So it's a 2.8 straight 6, no modifications. The only thing I did the induction and exhaust system on the car.
The Volkswagen Golf MK1 is the first generation of a small family car manufactured and marketed by Volkswagen. It was noteworthy for signaling Volkswagen's shift of its major car lines from rear-wheel drive and rear-mounted air-cooled engines to front-wheel drive with front-mounted, water-cooled engines that were often transversely mounted. Successor to Volkswagen Beetles, the first generation Golf debuted in Europe in May 1974. The car was originally available with two transmission options, a 4-speed manual and a 3-speed automatic. A 5-speed manual became available in 1979. The VR6 engines, commonly referred to as the staggered 6, is a 6-cylinder engine configuration developed by VW. The name VR6 comes from the combination of German words, meaning shortened inline engine. It was developed specifically for transverse engine installations and FWD, front-wheel drive vehicles. The VR6 is a highly compact engine, thanks to the narrower angle of 10.5 to 15 degrees between the cylinder banks, as opposed to the traditional V6 angles ranging from 45 to 90 degrees. The compact design is cheaper to manufacture, since only one cylinder head is required for all 6 cylinders, much like a traditional inline-6 engine. Volkswagen Group introduced the first VR6 engine in 1991, and VR6 engines currently remain in production. From 1997 to 2006, Volkswagen also produced a 5-cylinder VR5 engine based on the VR6.
Is a symphony of speed and style.
If it's written in the stars.